This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Is anybody else a little alarmed that it's already halfway through March? Like, where did the first half of the month go, guys? I know that's just kind of what time does, it passes, but I swear we just finished February, we should not be this far into the month. But hey, as you can tell, it's already time to start thinking about our next month's setup. So April, here we come. Today we are setting up the giveaway bullet journal, and by that I mean I set this up in December and we gave it away, but we're releasing it now because it's actually a little more relevant now. But our theme for this month in the giveaway bullet journal is light bulbs. This is a theme that I actually really want to do for myself, so it was kind of fun getting to do it in this journal. Some of these layouts, in particular the mood tracker, I would certainly make for myself. But more on that in a bit. As per usual, we are starting with the cover page, and you can see I've put a mini calendar on this one. I kind of liked the minimalism of this one with having the decorative element and the mini calendar in this vertical strip down the middle of the page. Typically when I do cover pages, I tend towards circular central elements like wreaths, moons, circle cutouts from a patterned background, that kind of stuff. So I really appreciate how the giveaway journal has helped me branch out and try new things. In this case, trialing a theme that I would use for myself, but for some other months trialing themes that I wouldn't necessarily do. Of course, given that we're setting up April at the moment, and this is a 6-month journal, there's only 2 more setups in this journal that I'm going to be sharing with you. So it's probably time to start thinking about what we're going to do for the next giveaway journal. If you have a theme suggestion for that, I would love to hear about it in the comments below. Because of course, if one of you guys is going to be winning it, we want it to be themes that you guys are actually interested in. To win that journal, you do need to be a subscriber, so if you aren't already and want to join the team, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Back to talking about our cover page though, you can see we have a singular light bulb coming down the middle, where the filament of the light bulb has been replaced with the word April. I wanted to go with a simple monoline lettering style for this month, just because I thought it fit nicely with the minimalistic light bulbs theme. As we've talked about, to make the pages of the setup cohesive, I've used that font on each of the layouts we're setting up today. In terms of timing, the cover page here took about 6.5 minutes from first touch of the pen to final erasings, but as usual, this doesn't include the sketching in time or the idea generation time. Flipping over though, and we're on to the monthly log. And I think I've become very set in my ways with the monthly log. I very much like the calendar grid where each of the boxes is 6 squares across by 6 squares down. I have been trying something a little different for March in my personal bullet journal, and while I am liking it, I certainly see myself going back to the style that we're drawing out here. I personally find that having the 3cm squares is enough space to write in. You don't have to write over the crease of the spread, and it still gives you sufficient room for some decoration. I'd be curious to know what size calendar boxes you guys use, especially if you're in an A5 like I am. And of course going with the assumption that you use a monthly log and the monthly log style that you use is the calendar grid. I feel like I need to put together a video on different styles of monthly log. Not that I'm too sure how many people would be interested in seeing that, but I think it could be a good resource. If that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, make sure to let me know. In terms of the timing for our monthly log here though, this one took the longest amount of time, coming in at 17 minutes. That time was certainly increased by having the ruler work for the calendar grid, and also for the decorative elements we're drawing in here. To add a little bit of variation to my light bulbs, I did give them some different shapes, so some of them are much more circular, some of them are ovals, and some of them are that kind of rounded diamond shape. I did appreciate how easy they actually are to draw though. If you take a closer look at the light bulbs individually, the actual line work that you need for them is fairly straightforward. So I would consider light bulbs to be a beginner-friendly theme. While in the setup for this journal, I'm not using any colour, so just doing all the line work in black. I think that light bulbs could be a really bright, fun, cheery theme, with either a lot of bright yellows, or you could go for like a rainbow light bulbs theme, really anything you want. With the monthly log done though, it's time to flip on over and head into the habit tracker. For the header on this page and the one next to it, we're just putting in a couple more light bulbs for some decoration, and then using that simple monoline font to write in the title. As per the other months in this journal, we're going with a mini calendar style habit tracker, where each of the calendar boxes take up 1 dot grid square, so we can fit 3 mini calendars across and 4 mini calendars down. In between each of those mini calendars, there's space to write out what the habit's going to be, which of course I don't fill in this video because this isn't my journal. Our giveaway winner can then use the mini calendar grid to mark off which habits they completed or didn't complete in any given day. We've talked about it before, but I really like this style of habit tracker for being able to pick up on monthly and weekly trends. So are there specific portions of the week or the month that you're consistently not getting your habits done? Because I didn't use a ruler to do the line work of the mini calendars, the timing of this page was certainly less than it could have been, so coming in at 8.5 minutes from first touch of the pen. Before we move on to our next layout though, I wanted to take a moment to talk about our sponsor for this video, Squarespace. Squarespace is an impressive all-in-one platform that you can use to make functional and beautiful websites to build your online presence. Some of the features of this awesome tool are that Squarespace websites are mobile optimized, meaning any of the content that you build into your website is going to look great on any device. If you're looking to use your Squarespace website to build an online storefront, there's no limit to the number of products you can sell, and Squarespace has all the tools you'll need to get your business up and running, including a simple checkout process and secure payments for your customers. As someone who isn't very savvy when it comes to website building, I can totally understand the process of getting a website up and running to be very daunting, but Squarespace makes it simple and straightforward to get yourself set up with a beautiful and functional website. So head over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/JashiiCorrin to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video, and now we're on to the mood tracker. This is for sure my favorite layout of the setup, but to start off with, we're just doing that simple header with the little light bulbs, and then we'll be drawing out more light bulbs for each of the days of the month. The general gist of this is that our giveaway winner can colour in an individual light bulb for each day to represent what their mood was for that day. As per usual, I left some space at the bottom of the page where they can put in their key. So that could be different amounts of colour showing different moods, or it could be different colours showing different moods. Maybe using different shades of yellow or different amounts of yellow, or whatever colour they've decided to go with. The design of the mood tracker though was inspired by this picture from Doodlebird & Co. over on Instagram. While their tracker's been done as a space theme, so using little planets and stuff like that, I thought the idea worked really well with hanging light bulbs. When drawing them out, I made sure to have some variation between my light bulbs, so making them different shapes, sizes, and hanging at different heights, just for some visual interest. Given that this page was a bit more doodle heavy, it meant the timing was a little longer for it, so our mood tracker from first touch of the pen to final erasings took about 11.5 minutes. Certainly nowhere near as long as some of the layouts that I've done in my personal journal, but I think the time spent was worth it because I really like the way this one turned out. Flipping back for our final flip through though, we have our simple cover page with the mini calendar and the light bulb doodle, our calendar style monthly log with more hanging light bulbs, our mini calendar style habit tracker, and the mood tracker again featuring some more of those light bulb designs. A beginner friendly bullet journal theme, and certainly one that I want to do for myself. If you made it to this point in the video, I would love to see a light bulb emoji down in the comments. And if you are still looking for more inspiration for your April setup, be sure to check out the playlist that I have linked on the screen here for my previous April bullet journal setups. Otherwise team, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye!